Welcome everybody to Crypto Rosetta. My name is Savage. Today we're going to be having a look at PEPE Coin. Before we get into the analysis though, I just want to show you a video that I did over a month ago on the 15th of the 5th. Just to show you, some of the value of why you should be hitting that subscribe button, why you should be turning those bell notifications on. Okay, so let's get into that and then we'll get back to the analysis. Really, if we only form three-wave move to the upside here, we need to be careful of that idea of actually breaking down one more time. And, this zone here of this 50% would be very interesting to me. Even if we don't manage to get down as low as this level here, I do think we're going to expect some kind of a reaction towards this zone of this 83478 area. So as I said, if you are watching these videos, why not hit that subscribe, turn those bells on so that you get kept up to date. Really, the proof is in the pudding. Now, I'm not saying that I'm always right, but definitely when I'm not wrong, I'm right. Okay, so let's get into the charts and see what's going on. Okay, so previously following two options where we're looking for the fact that if we held this location, we could be looking for a fifth. This is now invalidated because we've actually come down too far and this is spread out too wide. Now, the way that we have left to look at this is the way that we discussed in the previous video, where we're talking about this being a five-way move to the upside, and we're looking for coming back down here into this channel and this the 50% level. Now we've actually come into this 50%, which aligned with this previous fourth wave over here. So what we could actually be doing here is we could be looking to actually turn here and look to actually push to the upside in a bigger way. So this is a possibility. There is also, however, the possibility here that what we could actually just have is a bigger corrective structure here. Now, what we could actually see here is that this could actually just be a W wave. We set up for an X wave here, which could look to actually reject between this 3130 to this 1582 level. So we need to be careful because this 0.382 is directly above us. Now, this move is looking impulsive, but we need the confirmation of the waves for us to actually get that confirmation and say, okay, yes, we're looking to move up. Even if we get this as 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, then we get a three-wave move down and we get another five-wave move to the upside. What we could actually do is look to target out this 50% again, or even higher up here towards this zone of the 618, which would be at this 248819 to this 235728 region. So we need to just be aware that there's the potential that this could still be a corrective structure, in which case we could look to move down for a Y wave. Now, as well as that, within this structure here, there is also the potential, because we haven't actually formed a five-wave move, that what we could either get is that this is just ABC, we come down and get another move up and then look to break down, or alternatively, we could actually just, because we've come up towards this 382, we could actually just continue on down here. Now, if we did actually just continue on directly down here, what I'd be looking for would be the 0.618 here at this 055107 and this 121 here at this 028906. Now that would actually bring us back into some previous structure over here. So this would make a lot of sense. Now, if we are talking about that possibility that we could be looking to push to the upside directly here, what I would be looking for would be something along these lines. Now, what we'd be looking for would actually be something more along these lines, where we're going to say that we are actually within a five-wave move. So we're looking at this as a wave 1, 2, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, potentially completed here. It is possible there could be a little more upside here if I have my count wrong. What we could actually see is this could be 1, 2, this all could be 3. We could get a fourth and a fifth, which looks to push us up into this target box area here of this 170588 to this 159564 region. So if we did have to move up into this level, I would be paying attention to some of these swing highs over here towards this level of the 1623 and up here at this this 1670. So if that's if we look to actually push directly up here. Now, however, if we start to form a bigger structure that comes to the downside here, where we're looking for something comparable to this wave 2 here, what we could see is price could actually move down in such a way that we have something like this as an ABC. We come back up and then we start to break down here in a bigger way. Now, our support zone that we're looking for is this 1376 to this 1191 area. So if we do manage to hold this zone, potentially what we could then see is price actually look to reverse to the upside, looking for this fifth wave target here between this 178164 to this 164448 region. Now, there's always a potential within the structure that there could be some extensions that develop here. For instance, in this case, what we could have is 1, 2, then we form this as another 1, 2, and then we start to break up in a bigger way. So we'll have to be on the lookout for that. Really, if we do look at this move though, however, I think it is more likely at the top for the time being that we'd be looking for a fourth and a fifth, but we're going to have to keep an eye on this. If we do see a move that comes back down and actually invalidates this by crossing this wave 1 here at this 104655, what we could actually see is that this could then become 1 2 1 2, and then we're looking for a bigger move. But I wouldn't want to see it get bigger than this wave 2. Typically speaking, if we're going to get a secondary 1 2 here, it's going to be smaller in size than the higher degree wave 2. Now, this is looking for the possibility of this as a breakdown here for a fourth and a fifth. Now, if we did see something like this and we did move up into these levels here, what we could actually see is price could then be gravitated back down here for a B wave, in which case what we'd be looking for would be coming back into this 1211 to this 097231 region. Now, what we'd be looking for here is confirmation of this would get a fifth wave to the upside. We'd then see a 3-wave move down, and from that point we'd be looking at a couple of levels. So the 1-to-1 level would actually bring us back up into this other target box that I have over here, which is quite interesting because we have we have a daily naked point of control in this, as well as that we have the golden pocket on the log scale of this area. So we do have this golden pocket which is sitting up here towards this 1-to-1 level. So it's actually sitting between this 235098 and this level here of this 248383. So that would be an interesting zone to keep an eye on if we did see a move up into that zone, because what we would be looking for in that case would effectively be that this could actually just be a corrective move, and it's looking to bring us back up into this orange target box area. So this 618 would be quite interesting. There's a possibility of actually coming back and retesting this zone of support, though there's not really a lot of structure there. We'd also have to be careful here towards this zone of this 209275. That could also be quite an interesting level to keep an eye on here, because that would actually align with this 50% retracement here at this 193132 area. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that level. If we do move up in that way, we could actually see rejection come in at that zone. The alternative here would be that if we're looking to actually have a trending move here, what we don't want to do is actually cross this low again here at this 082500 level. What we'd want to see is effectively this move start to form a bigger 5-wave structure, but what we'd be looking for from that 618 level would actually be a move up here towards this 388945 as a confirmation of this. So this would be looking for that possibility of breaking to the upside. If we did move up towards this 1618 here, what we could then have is that this could become our wave 3. We'd see a wave 4 down towards this zone of this 24884 region before looking for an additional 5th wave up here towards this 511254 to this 431300 level. Now this would be if there's no extension. We can always get extension within these waves, which could mean that we see this push up in a bigger way here. So the idea here is that if we are looking at this as a trending move here, what we'd be looking at is something along these lines where this becomes A, B, and then we're looking for a C wave here. We could see price push to the upside and potentially look to test out this 0.618 here at this 1828455, or alternatively 1-to-1 would actually be up here higher towards this zone of this 1241232 region. Now, alternatively, if we want to argue that this is actually part of another move here where we've got some structure here, that because we don't have all the structure here, we need to be open to this. It could be that actually rather what we see is that possibility that we look to move up towards this zone here of this 245254 region, and that would be looking at this move in this way, where effectively this whole structure here is A, B, and we're looking for this C wave. So gonna have to keep an eye on that target if we do look to move up there. That will be a zone we'll be looking for. Now, the key thing here is, like I said, if we're looking for an impulse, we need to actually develop that additional 4th and a 5th wave here. Failure to do so could actually leave us with the potential that this could just be a corrective move and then we fall away. Alternatively, as long as this 082500 level holds, even if we don't form that additional 4th wave, what we could do is actually find support here between this 113630 to this 94616 region, and then actually look for continuation. Now, the primary thing I'm looking for is that 4th and a 5th, but if we start to break down in a bigger way here, in a 3-wave move. I'd be keeping an eye on this channel here, as well as this 0.618 level would be quite interesting, looking to come back into some of this previous structure. As well as that, we do have this 50%, which would be sitting here, this 113630 region, which could actually tie in with the idea that this whole moves an A, we get a B, and then we look for a 5-wave move to the upside if this is going to be an ABC. Or alternatively, what we could get is that this could be W, this could be X, and we see a 3-wave move to the upside, in which case we'd be looking to target out this zone of this 199787 region. Now, talking about just a few levels in here that I'm interested in, we do have a possibility of looking to retest this support resistance zone here at this 192494 region. I'll be keeping an eye on that if we do actually move up into these levels. As well as that, we do have this potential of coming back into this yellow box area here that we have, which has got that golden pockets in it, as well as this possibility of looking to retest the very little structure that we have here and take out this daily naked point of control. So if we do see price continue to push up here in that 5-wave move, I'd be anticipating a 3-wave move down and then a continuation to the upside. If we fail to hold this low though at this 82500, then it would be more likely that we're going to see a continuation to the downside in a Y wave here, where we're going to see a 3-wave move back down here, looking to target out this 0.618 to this 1-to-1 level that we have here. So we need to just be cautious of that possibility of that breakdown potential. So looking at this area as a range, what we can see that's quite interesting here is like I said, this level here of this SR flip is going to be quite interesting to me, this 192494, because we also do have this value area high sitting up here at this 196100 level. So if we did see price move back up into these zones, I'd be interested to see how we react around this zone. Could actually tie in with that idea of this move looking to complete higher up here, possibly with some extension, and then looking for that move down. Alternatively, what we could get is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, come back down for a B wave, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, looking for this whole structure to complete in that zone. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that as price actually progresses here, because there is the possibility that we could find some resistance around this level. Okay, so coming in here and looking at the CPR, what we can see on the daily, we've actually met the S1 requirement already here at this 1552 level. Now, if we did see price continue to hold these central lines here, which is sitting between the zone of this 1337 to this 1255, what we could actually see is price could actually look to potentially move back up to this S2 line here at this 1720, the S3 at this 1976, and the S4 here at this 2148 zone. If, however, we do look to break down in a bigger way, what we could actually see is price could actually be gravitated back towards these central lines here, and if we lose that, this R1 is sitting at this 1121, the R2 is down here at this 8678, R3 down here at this 6960, and the R4 down here at this 4385. So this would be looking for that possibility of a direct breakdown in that Y wave. Those would be some target levels that I'm keeping an eye on. We can see that these central CPR lines are aligning with this 382 at this 1270 range. So I'd be very interested to see if we get this move down here into this level as a possible target for that 4th wave. Now, moving over onto the weekly, what we can see is that we've actually met the targets for these. Now, what I'd be interested in here is, once again, we have this S3 line sitting towards this 0.382. So I'd be keeping an eye on this. If we do see this move actually come back down into this zone, possibly we could look to find support here, or alternatively on the S2 line here at this 1166 region, which wouldn't be that far past our 50% level that we typically look for as a 4th wave. If, however, we do look to break down in a bigger way here, what we could actually see is price come back into the S1 line at this 1051, the central lines here at this 973, and then if we start to lose that level, we have the R1 at this 8244, the R2 at this 7104, and then we have this R3 down here at this 059669 region. So we need to keep an eye on those levels if we do look to break down there. Now, having a look at this on the monthly CPR, what we can see is that we have the bottom of our central lines is sitting here towards this 174.7. So this actually aligns with the idea of this 5th wave here. So if we did see a move down and then we see a move back up into this, possibly what we could see is that rejection and then looking to come back down and look to retest some of these lower levels again. Alternatively, if we do look to push directly up here, I would still be keeping an eye on this 2151, this 2585 as possible resistance, because don't tie into that idea of having this move push up here again as an A, B, and a C. If we do look to do so in this way, we can see that the particularly this central line here would be interesting as that idea of looking for that 50% level. And then alternatively, if we do look to push up higher, we have the S1 at this 3612, we have the S2 at this 5948, and we have the S3 up here at the 7410 region. So I'll be keeping an eye on these if we do see price come back up here. If we do get something like a 5-wave move developing here, you know, possibly we could look to find our 3rd wave somewhere around this S1 line before looking to come back into these CPR lines and then pushing up for this 5th wave. Okay, so I'm going to leave the video there. I hope you found it useful. If you did, please smash the like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, turn on those bell notifications so you never miss a video, and leave us some feedback down below. Also in the description, you'll find a link to the Discord. Come check it out. It's free to join. Everyone have a great day. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.